Good morning, folks. It's finally it's been a while. The weather's finally cooperating. It's like 43 degrees this morning, and the weather don't suck. So I'm like, yeah, try to knock off some more of this trail. Got these LED lights lighting up, and there's the building we left off last time. We're heading westbound today. So yeah, it's been a wild ride, but finally we're out of that cold snap. It's been cold for like 2 months straight, where it's been below average. Sub-zero. Yeah, brisk. So it's real bad up in my area. For reference, today is March 1st, and for reference, look up Oswego County snowstorm 2025, and yeah, in Oswego County, that's the county I live in, 50 building collapses from the heavy snow, because it's just stuck in one area for 3 days, and Bernardville, search that YouTube, Bernardville Fire Department, their building collapsed. 50 in my county alone, because that one band just sat right over here and gave us, I don't know, I think we're at 360 inches this year. I know some of you out in the Dakotas, that's nothing, but here, this stuff is heavy coming off the lake. So yeah, it's snow, but it's heavy snow. So here's that building. And this is where we left off about last time. I'm parked in a little parking lot up the road here. 690 is going to be a little bit of a companion for this trip. There are two areas to park in, but the one up the ways with the lights on it, yeah, it's early in the morning. Camera don't like this kind of light. Anyway, there's another huge, I don't know, some kind of visitor center over there. They don't want you parking there. They'd rather have you come down the road a little bit further, and there's a little provided parking lot for the trail specifically, because the visitor center is also a boat launch and fishing access. So trail uses, I'll show you the parking lot I'm in. We'll walk by all this later. I'm going to try to get up to the state fair where it crosses, and I think it's road 297 it hooks into. So I want to at least get to the pedestrian bridge over the State Fair Boulevard today. Well, might go a little further, I don't know. See how long this is. So that's where we are. This is the second episode westbound on the Erie Canal Trail out of Syracuse, New York. And of course, the shopping center over there. Another thing I don't understand is they got these nice lights up until this point. When we get here, that they, you know, if you watched the first episode on the westbound part, these lights are your constant companion, and then all of a sudden, nope, don't need them anymore. Why not run them all the way to the parking lot? The parking lot's right here. I don't know. It's one of those situations, run out of funding. Another 3 more lights would have made it to the parking lot. Yeah, we're gonna run into some of this stuff. Canal Trail signs. Hey. Oh, there. Parking lot's right here. Decent sized parking lot. Probably a 20-car parking lot, looks like. Holy notice. So there's a little bit of one of those boat ramps, launch things here. So this might be a launch. Probably carry in. Oh, this is weird. Docks. Yeah, that's what they're called. Docks. So you got something over there. Stairs in and out of the water. There's the docks out for the season. Place to sit down and relax, which I wish I had more still along the trail, but you know, at least every mile or two. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the car. That's it, folks. Glad you enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna wait for the sun to come up more. Yeah, it's gotta be a car top launch. Probably why it's a 20-car lot. So I mean, this is all parking lot. And then you got these billiards here. Messing with the camera settings. Hopefully the focus will stay in focus. It's actually kind of sprinkling right now. Huh. Did you see that light up? Yep. I thought it was anything. Why is it? Oh, it must be solar powered. I guess that's for the dock when it's in the water, but I don't know why it didn't have power to it now. Oh, but we got down here. Oh, this looks fun. Place to tie up your boats, I guess. I guess it makes sense because you gotta remember the state fair is the top event up in this area in the end of August. So you're going to the state fair, looks like you might have a place to tie up your boats. I mean, it's just right over here where that sign is. That's the state fairgrounds. In the parking lot. You're going to see that here in this video. We'll get to that point, but it's probably about a mile. So you can tie up your boat and go to the state fair. The other boat launch ramp area we're going to see is over there where that flashing light is. Again, I disabled the autofocus, so hope everything's coming in nice and crisp. Look at all these lights. Uh-oh. Nice little spot to lay over. I like how they divided it from the road and the trail. That's kind of convenient. They got the fun factory up there. And I'm doing this on a weekend, so as busy as this is not rush hour traffic. This is 7 a.m. Saturday morning traffic, so I'm only gonna do these part of the trails on the weekend until I get further out toward Baldwinsville or Geddes or whatever's over here. I don't know what the town's next. And then our nice little area ends right here abruptly. But again, that's Interstate 690, the main east-west highway through Syracuse. Well, it's only a Syracuse highway. I think to the east it connects into 481, and then it comes into a boulevard at some point along the way, westbound. So, just like 481 is until, and I say that laughing because soon 481 will probably turn into Interstate 81 because they're currently in the process of tearing the state highway down. Brain fart. Turning the interstate highway down in Syracuse, because currently 81 goes through Syracuse, and they're looking to tear that down and turn it into a boulevard, and then 481 becomes Interstate 81. We've already seen that's definite because we've already seen the effects it's having in my area, because my area used to be Interstate 81, exit 37, and then exit numbers have changed. So in anticipation of this new project, which of course they're going ahead with, so yeah, changes along the way, right? So pretty soon Interstate 81 through Syracuse will no longer be. It will become a boulevard. Interstate 481 around the city will be the new Interstate 81 to get the traffic out of the city. So yeah. And that's, like I said, that's already definite. And there's construction projects all over the place. They're building a new interchange where 481 and Interstate 81 meet up near Cicero. And they've already renumbered exit signs to new numbers. So they're going through all the way up north. I mean, all the way along Interstate 81. Once you get north from the 481 Interstate 81 interchange, all those exit signs had to be renumbered. Which is confusing because I'm used to my exit being 37, now it's 100 something. So exit 37 is now 100 something. I don't even know the number yet. I'd say look at those happy commuters, but what the hell is another over there? There's still a semi truck going up there. Everybody else sitting by at 90. Remember, I'm a visitor, so I'm not from this part of the trail. I'm a visitor. I'm not from the exact location. I'm an hour northbound, which is that way. So. That's why, you know, I say, you know, if you know what's going on, comment down below, because I'm just a visitor using the trail. So not knowing that there's a second road is, you know, distracting. I just wanted to point that out. I did not know there was a second road until I looked over and seen a semi-trailer going 10 miles an hour when everybody else is doing 80. It's kind of disturbing. Well, if you're a motorist, these are the signs you're going to see. We're on that pull-off right there, Amphitheater Fairgrounds, Solvay, 297. 5 is a state highway, and to the Fun Factory. I would go on a ramp, but I'm not going to at this moment. So, yeah. I'll leave that to something else. Scamming. And I only thought about that because this road right here, that's the New York State Thruway, which is here. again, I'm not from the area, and yeah, the scammers are scamming, so we'll just leave it at that. Actually, I will, just for a public service announcement. Interstate 90 is goes through Syracuse, New York. Alright, I live an hour north. I don't travel Interstate 90 because I know it's a toll road. I have no reason to be on Interstate 90. I don't take Interstate 90 to get to these locations. I don't touch that road. It's a toll road. These messages. These are scams. Just so you know. When it has to create you with a group of 8 others, and then you are no longer a member of this group, those are the scams you gotta watch out for. Now, that's the sad thing, is because if you're from the area and you drive it, and then you get those scam messages. But I know 100% for a fact, in February, when I was snowed in at my house in the brutal cold and didn't do any traveling, and then I'm getting this notification saying, hey, you have an unpaid toll. I'm not gonna go on this rant. But still, that's a scam. Because I know for 100% fact, I was not on a New York State toll road in February. Because I was too busy digging out, if you've seen some of my real fan videos. So, there's nothing done in February where, hey, you have an unpaid toll. And again, why don't I get something in the mail? Why don't the state mail me something instead of send me a text with 8 other people? So, scam alert. I was wondering what that bird was doing. It was like staring in the water. Alright, here's this other fishing access site. We're going to skim on real quick. See, we're back to the lighted towers again. I don't know what this building is off to the left, but it's full security cameras. It's got this huge generator. I don't know. Looks like a prison. This looks like a state fishing access site over here. We'll know here in a minute. I'll just say this, I smell raw sewage when I walk by it, so it's probably some kind of treatment facility. Onondaga Lake boat launch. Is that an Amtrak? That's your Amtrak horn. So this is Onondaga Lake boat launch. I wonder if I can see the train from here. So I'm diverting off the trail. Trail will continue on that way. And we're eventually going to get to that slip and slide. So, I was going to go over here to see if I can see the train. Because I did hear an Amtrak horn, for sure. Amtrak's got a distinct horn. I'm hearing it again. So, we'll see what happens here. See if I can see the train from here. I believe I've seen the start of the... Oh, what was that trail? The Creek Walk Trail. I believe that was the bridge I was zoomed in earlier. But again, this is, as far as I know, this is not trailhead parking. That's where I'm parked now. Because you probably have this all full of boats, trailers, and everything else. So I guess that's why there's a secondary parking lot down the road we just come from. And some kind of visitor center over here, I think. I'm going to see a kiosk or something right here. Some information kiosk. So I'm going to go check that out while I'm checking the train out. Oh yeah, he should be able to see the train. That's it you're hearing. So, maybe not. I don't know. No, that was a distinct Amtrak horn, so there's definitely an Amtrak train somewhere. This looks like where the boat launches would be. Oh, this was extensive. You are here. Yay. I know where I am. There's a lot of information here, so this must be something you guys can come check out. I mean, you got all this written over here, and then you got open seasons. Everything looks like it opens in May. Unless it's black bass, it's December 1st to June 14th. All year for landlocked salmon. My brain's gonna hurt. So if you want to see what that says, it'll entice you to come and visit. There's more on the side too. More adventures just around the corner. Department of Environmental Conservation. And again, we are right here. And this shows you more in-depth stuff. Oh. That's the train. Let's see if I can see it from here. Oh yeah, you got a nice view over there if I could catch it. It's gonna be like a minute delay before it gets over there, but those tank cars are still there. Oh, we know we can see the train now. Normally this wouldn't be part of the video, but because we've already hiked most of that over there, why not include it, right? Holding the camera steady in 2-mile zoom was kind of difficult. Is that the dome? What is that? I just noticed that from this angle. Ah, bird. Yeah, well, we can see a decent train from this area. Some kind of visitor center. The hard part now is the only problem with all the snow we got and being sub-zero and then it rains and warms up. Now the funny thing is the temperature is 45 right now. At midnight it's going to be 12. It's going to be quick, but it's going to get cold. And it's going to quickly go back up in the 30s and 40s again. But, you know, that's the kind of weather we're used to. Oh, it's 50 today, 18 tomorrow. Well, now I get to put on a show for the people on the highway. Will the cameraman make a face plant? Sorry, that train's too far out for me to keep a steady camera, and it's long because it's still over here, so I can't hold the camera position that long. Yeah, that's the same train. So anyway, we're on this side of the parking lot. You got picnic tables and everything, visitor center, I guess that's what it's called. And the trail comes around here. And somebody's actually hiking it today, other than me. Pretty soon we'll be hearing the train here shortly, so. Oh, I hear it already. Yeah, it's just on the other side of that embankment, so. Alright, let's head up. This looks fun, this looks fun, this looks like it's gonna be a fun hike. Yep. Look like I did enough of this already, so. Been doing it all year. Literally at this point. Nice little culvert. Yay, culvert. Let's try not to fall into the culvert. Let's go over here more. Thank you. But this looks interesting. It's like, I'm pretty sure the trail goes up there too, so obviously with the handrails. This looks nice. Of course, this is the premier spot in Syracuse because I mentioned it before, of the New York State Fair. And that's always at the end of August, if anybody's wondering. Come check it out. Be prepared to be with people. Because I personally don't go, because you're literally elbow to elbow. So. Trying to find a safe place to walk here. That's where the other hiker went. Oh yeah. I know it zigzags up a hill, so at least there's snow to walk in. I think we could think about snow. At least I'd rather walk in that and not on the icy surface. I'm glad to see the running trains today, except on the time when I'm over there on that pedestrian bridge waiting for trains and they never ran any, but episode 1 I'm referencing to. What the? Deer? Those are deer tracks. You kidding me? Why? Oh boy. Confusing me up here, because it looks like I got lights up here. Looks like the trail goes this way, but don't. It's all wooded, like they were trying to make a switch back up here, but it doesn't go back up there. So why are these lights here? Interesting. Yeah, let's go. Oh, must be some kind of watching spot, maybe. That's exactly what it is. Huh. We'll look at this in a minute. Gonna keep an eye out for the spooky deer. Oh yeah. That's what this is. So why does this spot get lights? Back there at the parking lot, there is no light. Oh, this is deep. Oh, I'm sinking. couple deer been up here, so get ready for a jump scare. Ah, check this out. Made it to the top. But no, it don't look like our trail goes over to where that, what looked like a pavilion was on top of the hill. So, I don't know what that's all about. Got more slip and slide coming. Yay, slip and slide. Just think, it sounds like it's cold, but it's actually a warm snow. This is what warm snow sounds like. Is there another trail or something? This has got the Empire State Trail logo pointing to this. Oh, what's up with this? Maybe this is another trail. Oh, what? I guess I go this way, actually. Huh. What? Yep, alright, so this is another trail. I thought it zigzagged up the hill. So this is where we get off this trail, I guess. Because the Empire State Trail is behind me. It says right here. Alright, so this is the trail. I don't know why it looks so much different from what I just walked up. Oh, trying to get traction. There. Because over here it tells you to go down. So again, watch these signs. You do have to go this way. It does go this way. So. Hey. You can see the parking lot for the fairgrounds is right there actually, so that's all fairground parking lot. It doesn't even look like a trail. Deer trail in and out of there. Nice little snow drift. You can see the snow drifts from when the wind blows it. It just dawned on me again. Brain acts slow. That trail that continues that way is actually the one that I believe it loops the entire, you know. Oh, I can see. Oh, I can see that from here. The famous bridge. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, hang on a second. Gotta look behind me then. You'll see it here in a minute, but there's a little park over there, and they're trying. That's what they're trying to do with this creek walk trail. They want to loop this trail, and the only sections they can't get permission to loop, it seems, is between that busy road down there and the railroad. There's like no space for a trail. So this is the famous bridge that trucks seem to keep hitting in Syracuse. Yes, that's the St. Lawrence Sub Bridge, also my rail line, that keeps getting hit by trucks. There's like 50 warning signs that tell you don't go that way, and they still do it. Because why not? So yeah, so that section there was a creek walk trail, but there's another little park over here, and they want to circle the trail around the entire lake, but they can't because of that little section over here CSX owns, and there's no place to put a trail. But that's what that trail is going that way. That's the actual oh, I don't know the name. I want to call it Creek Walk, but it's not. So that actually continues around. I do kind of plan on at some point hiking it someday, but we'll see when time allows on how this this Empire State Trail works out. But our Empire State Trail hooks and comes this way, where if you go straight that way, it takes you all the way around the lake. So that's what that trail is. It's, I think, I don't know, I can't recall the name, but that's what we're doing, because we're working on the Empire State Trail today. But yeah, at some point, right now my ultimate goal is getting this Empire State Trail done. I think what we'll do this year is, I got more time this year than I did the last previous ones. Wednesdays, because of rush hour in the cities and everything, I'll probably do the Adirondacks. Saturdays, I'll probably do the Empire State Trail. That's what we're looking at on the weekends for this year. Because we're already in the Utica, eastbound. I was just waiting for it to warm up to go camping again. And then I could get out of work, load up the car, get to my site, and then I could start right there instead of driving 2 hours. Because I really don't feel like getting home from work at 5, waking up at 2 in the morning, drive for 2 hours, and maybe spend 3 hours of hiking, then come back home the same day. So it don't make sense. Fuel is expensive. So it's just like everything else. I mean, today's big news is the price of eggs. Right? There's an egg shortage. I mean, these are things that comes out of birds' butts. And those are the most expensive things on the market. Eggs. Why? Cut down on eating chicken nuggets and turn those chickens into egg producers. There, problem solved. Egg prices will go back down. Get your birds to crap more. There you go. Yeah, I heard something go climbing up a tree, and it startled me. I would not have noticed it if it didn't make that scaring noise. Other than that, they're not as scary as they seem. Everybody's afraid of possums. Opossums, or whatever the hell they're called. But when they're up a tree, first I haven't seen any deer. There's more deer tracks going over there. Oh, you're not done with the trail yet. In our previous episodes on the trail, eastbound, they do surprise you, so. Don't count them out yet. Yeah, I got a lot of activities planned. Oh, I know we were talking about it a while back. Work-related incidences, because I was only getting 1 day off. Well, I can get 2 days off, pick and choose. So right now it's Wednesdays, Saturdays. But that being said, I've also allowed more time off request because the fact that we worked 12-hour days, 6 days a week. So they're giving us more time off. And an extra day a week off again, like everybody else. we clearly won that battle. Because why is everybody else getting 2 or 3 days a week off back to back, and you're making us work 10, 12-hour days with 1 day off. You missing anything? And the people that are getting 3 days off work 8-hour shifts. So what the hell? But you're essential. Yeah, if we're that essential. We won't be here shortly. And then, yeah, they're like, yeah, we see what you're saying. So, we won that battle. Hands down. So, now I got an extra. Now I get 2 days a week off. Oh, I'm glad the handrail's here. And there is a reason I picked Wednesdays and Saturdays. I picked Wednesdays, so. Nice little bike rest here. Yeah. Oh, wow, this is awesome, actually. Wow. See, this is the stuff that you don't get to see until you're here, and then it's like, wow. This is actually decent for being a city. I mean, how many times do you hear me go, oh, wow, on some of these trails? Like, you never knew. You don't know until you get on them, right? This thing is, again, graphic in detail, so you'll have to come here and visit on this part of the trail. Again, State Fair, you got some time. I mean, you're going to spend all day walking around the State Fair. You might as well stretch your legs where it's less populated on one of these trails. This gives you an overview of what used to be here, maybe. Yeah, it looks like what's used to be here. There's that building. Oh yeah, here comes the wind. Now this is the wind I regret, because this is the wind that's supposed to drop the temperatures down to 12 degrees. To 12 degrees. I mean, it's going to go from 40, I think it's 43 right now, down to 12. So, it's not dropping 12 degrees, it's dropping to 12 degrees. Even the stop sign's already thinking it's cold out. So it's going to drop 30 degrees overall from 8 a.m. to midnight. So, and here's the wind that brings that's why I just got suddenly windy. It's like in the fall, it's like, yep, smell that wind. Oh, you can see where I'm parked. You can actually see all the trail from here, actually. Lights in. Is that my? That's not my car. Where's my car? Oh, must be in the shrubs. Yeah, I kind of hit it back there, right? I had my car in the bushes before I came up here. That's why I had to go back to the parking lot. Anyway, yeah, this is not bad. I like the feel of it. I think we have to walk across the parking lot over to the pedestrian bridge. Now the gray area, I have a question, is I couldn't find any recommendations or answers to the questions I was looking for. Is with the State Fair closed, it looks like you have to go through the main gate into the fair and then walk the trail in the fair, which, do you have to pay a fee to get in there, or, you know? So, I don't know, that's kind of confusing why they would. Oh, this is where this is. Yeah, I'm gonna go on another little rant. Crucible may be going out of business. I think this is the plant. It's a pretty extensive complex, but What is that over there? It's like a little ball field or something. A circular track. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a alright, headphone users, now's the time to turn the volume down. That wind's picked up like something awful. You can actually see the front moving in right now. So sorry. We're almost done with the trail anyway. I mean, the state fair is right over there. So ooh yeah, that's brisk. Wind come up out of nowhere. Woo. Woo. Empire State Trail. Now here's where people get confused. I've noticed on previous videos people get confused here. This would be a road coming up to the parking lot. Walkway here. From what it looks like, yeah, from what it looks like. So people get confused, they go across that, but it's just flashing signs there. And no, our Empire Trail's right here. It's starting to snow. Whoa, tumbleweed just blew up. So we're gonna follow this. Keeps you from the parking lot traffic, I guess. Now it's just a menagerie of signs to follow. Right there's the front. The front of that. You see what's oh, I just realized that car was up here. As I don't really, now that the wind picked up and starting to turn south, burned dairy down below us. So yeah, we'll have to stop here. This wind is getting intense, but we'll turn the camera around and yeah, I'll find a place to park up here and we'll just cross the bridge when the time comes instead of doing it in this wind and snowing, whatever it's doing right now. Overlay. Oh man. That's where we're gonna end up, right there at the main gate. So that's a bridge you have to cross. I'll probably just park up here somewhere. It's not an official parking spot, but it is a parking lot, and it's clearly cleared out and plowed, so I don't see why there would be a big issue with one vehicle in this abandoned lot, but who knows. And again, there's the signs. Go this way, they go down the Empire State Trail, main gate, pedestrian bridge. Yeah, we'll do this next time. Just blew over. Dang. Westbound on the Empire Empire State Trail, and yeah, we'll continue here next time. I still gotta walk all the way back now that temperatures are plummeting. Because, you know, it's snowing out, but you can still see what before the ground's even frozen. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll do our usual B-roll on the way back for things I might have missed, or you know, almost missed. So we'll leave it at that. And thanks for watching. And how fast does the weather change? There you go. Now it's windy and snowing. I don't think it's in the 40s anymore. I forgot to mention this in the main video. I'll add it here. Going way back to the beginning when I was talking about how much snow we had in Oswego County and the building collapses. Well, the investigation shows that when they made the roofing trusses, they put them together with these plates. I forget what they're called, truss plates or something. Why are we not using nails? I mean, what happened to using nails? You got these little plates that have like these little tiny things you just hammer in and say it's good. Modern construction, truss plates, I think they were called. Why are we not using nails anymore? I mean, you live in the county where you get feet of snow, building these new houses and buildings with truss plates. We don't hammer anything in anymore. That's what it turns out that a lot of the causes was shoddy construction. I mean, if hammer and nails went to the wayside, what the hell? No wonder. So, yeah, I forgot to share that with you. New construction. I mean, that's why all of a sudden there's all these building collapses. It's been a normal winter. We haven't had a normal winter since 2018. And again, I referenced to you many times. That was the last real bad winter we had, because that's my profile picture with the train plowing through the snow. That was taken 2017, 2018. And it's been mild all since then until this year. And then all of a sudden, all these buildings are falling in. I don't get it. The camper I have at the house, you've seen it maybe once or two. Yeah, on the solar eclipse video, you might have seen it. That I haven't even shoveled off this year, and that's holding up well. And those ain't even held up by 2x4s. So, just to say, my camper could take load a lot better than these newer constructed buildings, apparently. So I don't get it. Truss plates. Let's put things together with truss plates. We don't use nails anymore. And don't get me on the subject of hex screws either. Those are stupid. Why can't we just use normal screws? I don't know. This is a hex screw. Why? Make things harder. And don't forget about your updates. Everything needs to be updated at least once a month. You don't need the update, but it has to be done. And then when your computer updates, and then you go to turn it on again after the update, and it's crashed, and it won't restart. Another reason to go buy another one. Thanks, update. It definitely updated when you had to go buy another one. Just saying. And here was what I was describing with the interstate signs once you get north of Syracuse. Tinker Tavern Road, exit 121, old exit 35. So the new exit is 121, the old exit is 35. So once they update everything and it's all done. So that's what they're doing up to this end. We're doing it the same way as PA, where it's in line with the mile marker. So it used to be that exit was exit 1, the next exit was exit 2, and now we're doing it by mile marker. So it's confusing people. Like I said, my exit's 37 and it's now 120 something. Because I decided to route 81 around the city.